already know this is Pawn Drunk Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moo Shot himself. So Jermall Charlo don't want to fight David Benavidez because he states that David Benavidez is too young, that he wouldn't fight nobody under 25 years old. Really? Wow. I mean, this is the same guy that they vouch for in the YTBC. That they want to shame Canelo Alvarez. Oh my God, Canelo Alvarez stuck. Charlo, the Canelo Alvarez is afraid. He's ducking. He's not even in the pound for pound list because he's ducking Charlo. And because Canelo Alvarez doesn't want to fight black, skillful fighters. You want to spin that around? Huh? Oh, does that mean also that Jermall Charlo doesn't want to fight Mexican style type of fighters, huh? Them rugged, them, go toe to toe, bang it out, pause, and having a slugfest, huh? That phone booth fighting, huh? He don't want to fight that. You gonna, raise bait and flip that around. How about that? Ladies and gentlemen, come on, man. How you gonna make a comment like that, Jermall Charlo? Got respect for Jermall Charlo. Jermall Charlo, middleweight champion of the world, WBC, could have a fight with Demetrius Andrade. But Demetrius Andrade, they state, Eddie Hearn as well, that they state they sent $7 million for them to fight. And he said, What about the Daniel Jacobs and Jermall Charlo? That could have been a fight that come through fruition. Jermall Charlo was talking about Daniel Jacobs, especially in New York City. What was it, like 2 years ago in Brooklyn, New York? And then Daniel Jacobs just walked up to him and, hey, I'm here. Let's chop it up or whatever. That fight didn't come through fruition. So, this is the fighter that people vouch for that they're afraid of. I don't think so. There is a fight right there with Demetrius Andrade. And I know a lot of people going to be like, yo, but 100, what happened in 154? He ducked him in 154. What, they wanted $250,000 more? All right, man, that's old news, man. That was new money. It's a new opportunity. They both got titles in a rich division called the middleweight division, in which they could unify, in which they could fight for legacy, create their own legacy, not jump and piggyback off Canelo Alvarez or a legendary fighter or a cash cow. They could create their own legacy. Now it's right there. But Demetrius Andrade can't get that fight because he's son. And his brother, Jermall Charlo, is also talking about they're going to blackball Demetrius Andrade. So they don't want Demetrius. So Jermall Charlo don't want Demetrius Andrade. Jermall Charlo don't want David Benavidez. Huh? Who's going to fight? Hogan? That's the fighter that y'all vouch for to shame on Canelo Alvarez. That's the fighter y'all vouch for. Huh? Is he a ducker? Huh? Is he a ducker? Should you take him out the pound for pound list because he's ducking Mexican style fighters, American Mexican style fighters, because he's ducking David Benavidez? Are you going to take him out your pound for pound list, or not give him respect or no rank him at all? Now I want people out there in the YTBC to keep that, keep that energy going. Keep that energy going. And might as well keep that energy going because he's the same guy that said that Wilder got his ass beat. So yeah, I know y'all don't like Jermall Charlo. Y'all just hate Canelo enough that y'all need a vouch for somebody. But now, I know the gun is on Jermall Charlo right now. You understand what I'm trying to say in terms of shaming him and things of that nature. I mean, that's not a good comment to make about you need to be vaccinated. Of course, everybody want to be safe. But to say you wouldn't fight no 20, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Look at maybe Jermall Charlo don't want to happen what Teofimo Lopez did to Vasily Lomachenko, a young buck that he was not supposed to be Vasily Lomachenko, and he's not gonna outbox him. He shouldn't be in the same ring with him at this point of his career. Maybe he's a little. He want to avoid that type of embarrassment of a young buck beating him up. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, great fighters. Look at where David Benavidez, 17-year-old, became the youngest champion in the history of the sport of boxing. Huh? How about if people would have thought the same way for Mike Tyson? Will he become the youngest heavyweight champion of the world? Huh? How about Julio, Oscar De La Hoya when he fought Julio Cesar Chavez? He was only 23 years old. I mean, if these guys don't get, maybe he don't want history to repeat itself. He don't want to be that prime fighter to give these young fighters a chance. Because that they're capable of beating your ass. Now who's the quack now? And I'm just going, and I'm just saying that to those other the YTBC channels that love to do this race stuff, that loves to say that a guy like Canelo Alvarez don't want to fight black skillful fighters. I want those same channels out there to say the same thing and flip it around, that that Jermall Charlo doesn't want to see him fight against skillful fighters as well, and Mexican style fighting. Hispanics and Latino, yeah, bring that up. Now again, I respect all these fighters, one of their wars, one of their gladiators. They put their life on the line for pure entertainment. There's other out there that's willing to challenge themselves more than others. As you can see, as you can tell, as you can hear, Jermall Charlo is not willing to challenge himself. These guys are too young, I guess. So, I mean, I think if you go and beat David Benavidez, everybody gonna be wanting that fight. And there's no just the black fight fans or the UK fans or the Indian fan, the black fans or whatever. Everybody will want to see that fight if you could beat David Benavidez. Matter of fact, everybody would love to see a David Benavidez versus Charlo fight. Make it happen. David Benavidez already said that a lot of people don't even talk to Al Heyman. That's a lie. Or people running behind Al Heyman, or it's people running behind that machine that it is Al Heyman, the fortune cooking machine from The Last Dragon, because we don't know, we haven't seen on Al Heyman. We only know 2 pictures of the Google. We only know the Google Al Heyman, the 2 pictures. But I want to know what y'all think about that, y'all. I want to know what y'all think about that in terms of why he said that, and also time in on the YTBC community and those channels that like to pump and shame the Canelo Alvarez of the world to uplift the Charlos of the world. But Charlo may be doing the same. Is he doing the same thing as Charlo? Is he doing the same thing he doing the Benavidez that Charlo is doing Canelo doing the Charlo? In the end of the day, Canelo Alvarez got to cement the legacy. End of the day, David Benavidez has been a champion. He got stripped because of his unprofessionalism. He can't come in weight or whatever, or his drug or whatever it is. And yo, David Benavidez and Jermall Charlo was a good fight. It's a good fight. But maybe Charlo don't want that challenge, just like